Some of the most famous verses in John's Gospel are found in this chapter, John chapter 3. I'm sure we all know John 3:16. You've perhaps seen banners with it on football stadiums and other sporting events. John 3:16, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." We'll be looking at that verse in more detail, God willing, in weeks to come. But this evening, I want to look at one of the other famous verses of this chapter. John chapter 3, verse 3. Jesus answered Nicodemus and said to him, "Most assuredly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." And this evening we're going to be looking at that phrase, or that concept of being born again, and what that means. And that has been the theme of the hymns this evening. You may have noticed all in the section on God's calling and the new birth, about how God transforms a human being from being a hater of him to being a lover of him. But it's worth saying at the beginning, before we look into more detail, what it means to be born again. It's probably worth saying what it doesn't mean. Because that phrase,